Hi guys, so today I'm going to be talking about the secret to having like a flawless finish to your foundation that everyone wants to achieve. I know there's no one that doesn't want to look like they're perfectly airbrushed, and every foundation and brush and this and that you see, everyone's like, get that perfect airbrush look. But there's a really simple way to do it without using an airbrush machine, this and that, and I'm going to show you today. Okay, so basically the first thing that you need is a good foundation. Go to like Sephora or MAC or whatever and help them pick one out for you. Make sure you know what type of skin type you have, like if you're oily, dry, this and that, whatever. Like don't just be like, okay, give me whatever, because they're going to give you something expensive and that may necessarily not be the best thing for you. Number two, so once you have your good foundation, don't go to CVS and Rite Aid. You want to make sure that you get it from like a high-end store, makeup store, because number one, you want to be able to try it on. You want to be able to like put it on the side of your face and color match you to have the right color, because when you're at CVS and Rite Aid, you can't, like there's no samples, like you can't, there's no testers, so you can't see the colors, which I don't know how anyone ever chooses their color at a drugstore. I just don't get it. And also drugstore foundations are just not good. The formulas are kind of iffy and the ingredients aren't as high end as, you know, some other makeups like Make It Forever. I like Laura Mercier, Kat Von D. Those are all good ones. Anyone that you're gonna find at MAC, Sephora, like anything from Bloomies, they'll all pretty much be good as long as it's for your skin type and the coverage that you want. I always do at least medium to full coverage if you want that like airbrushed flawless look, because if it's a more sheer, then your skin's gonna shine through, which there's nothing wrong with that. But if you want like a perfect complexion, you want something that has a little bit more coverage to it. A great starter foundation for a lot of people could be Make It Forever's HD foundation. There's a huge range of shades, pretty much from super pale to super dark, so any shade you are, I'm pretty sure you can get matched in this foundation, which is a plus. And it's HD, and it's also just, it's good coverage. It's medium to full-ish. I'd say more medium. I wear number 117 if you're curious. I think the lightest is 110. I think it goes 110, 115, 117. So I'm pretty fair, but I'm not like the absolute palest. So if you're like super, super pale, there's still a color for you. So once you have your fabulous foundation, I mean, you should use a primer too, but I'm not going to get into that. Just, you know, get a primer. If you don't have one, whatever, but you should probably be using one. And again, get one from like Sephora or MAC or anything. I like Hourglass's Mineral Veil Primer. It's amazing. It is $50, but there is a tiny one. I think that's like 18 or 22. So you could ask for that one instead. Okay, so the brush. The brush is the main thing that's going to give you the look that you want. Your standard foundation brush looks like this. Everyone has seen this before. It's just your regular foundation brush. This brush I hate. I hate this brush so much. I'll never use this for my foundation. I don't know if other people like it, but honestly, I just hate it. I feel like it does nothing. The one that I have that I'm obsessed with, and I'm literally gonna tell you to get this one, no substitutes, because I'm that in love with it and it's my baby, is this one right here. So this is Obvi from Sephora, and it says mineral powder, but this is a lie. I use this for my liquid foundation. And this is the number 45 brush, okay? So let's all read that and remember that. Number 45 from Sephora. It's $26. Everyone that comes into Sephora, I'm like, you have to get this brush. Like, what are you doing? How are you living your life without it? So the reason that I like this brush, it's kind of dirty right now, so it wouldn't really look like this at the store. This would be more like white, but this obviously has my foundation all over it. But the reason that I like this brush is because it's so dense and little and compact, so it's perfect for like pressing into your skin. I used to like a sponge because I would get like a really nice look with the sponge, just like a crappy CVS sponge. I don't know if you subscribe to me, you might know that. And I would just press the sponge like onto my face with my foundation. But the sponge was kind of absorbing a lot of the product, so I was wasting my foundation that was pretty expensive. Okay, reason I don't like this one, it's flat on the top. Like you have to like rub when you're doing it. This is how you put it on, right? Like a paintbrush. This one, I do not rub. I literally sit there and poke at my skin. I press into it. I'm gonna try and do a demo and like put foundation on my hand. Okay, so I put foundation on my hand in 2 different spots, and I'm gonna use both brushes to kind of like rub them in. So here's the first brush, the one that I don't like. I'm just gonna rub it back and forth. I know it's gonna be so hard to like tell. Okay, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, no way. Okay, you can see a little bit. My hand looks gross and veiny, but you can, I don't know if you can tell that you see the lines. That is what I'm trying to get across. And with this one, when I take it and I just literally press it into my skin, first off, it gives more coverage because I'm just pushing it all around. And second off, when you're pressing into the skin, there's not going to be any lines. You can't see anything. It's just perfectly smooth. Even though it was hard for you to see like the lines with this one, it's just the difference in person. I show everyone, they're like, oh, okay, wow, I really see that. So it's so serious. Go buy this brush. You will not regret it. You will be in love with it as long as you use it right. Don't sit there and rub at your face with it. Press, just poke and press and rub into your neck a little if you need to. You need to rub a little, but mostly press into your skin. So the last thing you're going to want to do, obviously, is set with a powder. You have to set your foundation with a powder where it will like just move all of your face, and by the end of the day, you won't look cute anymore. But don't just use any foundation powder. Like, I don't like pressed powders. This is one of the things that I guess can go like different ways. Like, some people love pressed powders and whatever. But honestly, I like really noticed a difference of when I use pressed powders, like any pressed powder. This is just random Maybelline, but like even like the good ones, like Makeup Forever and whatever. I mean, I do like the Makeup Forever pressed powder, the Pro Finish, but I prefer a loose translucent powder. So I use Makeup Forever's. This is a little bit messy because you literally just open it up. You have to dip in a little bit and just put a little all over your face. But they have a new packaging one that makes it not as messy. You'll have to like go to the store and see it because I don't know how to describe it. But basically, when you use a translucent powder like this, and every brand has, Laura Mercier has one, Tarte has one, a lot of brands have translucent powders. So you can pick your favorite brands, but my suggestion for you would be Makeup Forever. Basically, the difference is when you put this on, you're keeping that look that you put on with your liquid foundation. You're not adding any coverage because it's translucent. There's just nothing there. And you're not adding any like cakiness. With pressed powders, I feel like, because you can use a pressed powder as like your full coverage foundation. So I feel like when I put this over top of a liquid, I can tend to look really cakey. I start to see it settle right in here, and my lines right under my eyes, and I hate that. I don't go tanning because I don't want wrinkles, and I certainly don't want wrinkles from a pressed powder, like making it look like I'm old. With this, I don't ever get that. Controls my oil all day, controls shine all day. So I'm really, really passionate about the three things I just told you. What was the first thing? I said get a primer. Oh yeah, foundation. Get a good foundation. You should have a primer, but whatever. That's like optional, I guess. Good foundation. Go to Sephora, MAC, Bloomies, whatever. The brush that I talked about. Let's have a quiz. What number is it? Do you remember? Right, 45. Sephora. Looks like this. 26 bucks. Get that brush and then use a translucent powder, and you should have an airbrushed finish. And I want to hear your stories if this helped you guys at all compared to the routine you're doing now for your foundation. I really would like to know if it's just me or if these steps are like the bomb. Okay, so really quick, this is my milk cup. I love milk. Anyway, as you can see, I'm in like this empty room right now, and you see my fabulous mirror that I'm obsessed with. So coming soon, this is my new like makeup vanity room or whatever. So coming soon, this whole room is going to be finished, and I'm obviously going to have to do a room tour, and I'll probably do like an updated makeup collection video, something like that. So get excited. Alrighty, well, I will see you guys all later. Bye.